Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Peas. Plants, poetry, people and places, and prayer. My name is Louis T. Condrick. I'm sorry I haven't been around for a few weeks. My computer broke, crashed, and I had to have it repaired. But now I'm back. I'm also going to announce the Peas will be adding a new program called The Plan. This program will deal with God, the earth, the environment, science, how we treat each other, what's right and what's wrong. It'll also have plants in it and be followed with a prayer. Tonight we're going to talk about ground covers. Let's get right into it. We'll talk about weed block, landscape fiber, 4mm black plastic, stone, Delaware blend, yellow beech, white marble, Delaware stone, red stone, mulches, including hardwood, pine, black licorice, cocoa mulch, cedar. Plants including English ivy, ajuca, pachysandra, daylilies, myrtle, periwinkle, procumbens nana, wilton, bar harbor, blue rug, rock gardens, and we'll get right into it. All right. Ground covers are important. They help prevent soil erosion. Erosion happens when water takes the best parts of the soil and washes it away. Soil erosion occurs when areas, they lose their topsoil and they become very hard clay type areas. This causes the nutrients in the soil to be lost, and this will also cause a direct impact on the plant itself. Plants have macro and micronutrients they absorb through the topsoil area of a plant. The topsoil area, the topsoil, the plant absorbs it. Macronutrients include nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, calcium, sulfur. Micronutrients include iron, boron, zinc, copper, manganese, molybdenum, chlorine, and cobalt. Weed block, also known as landscape fiber, you lay it out the same way you would lay out if you want to use 4mm black plastic, all right? The thing about weed block, it has little holes in it. It could breathe. The ground could breathe. The air could get to the root system. Remember, the roots, they breathe oxygen. The top part of the plant breathes carbon dioxide. And water could get through, so the plant could get its amount of moisture it needs for it to sustain its life. You lay out the fiber, you lay it on the ground. You could use anchors, you could buy plastic anchors or metal anchors, you could buy nails, 8-penny, 10-penny nails, U-staples. Any of these will work to hold the fiber down. You also use the same thing for the 4mm black plastic. 4mm black plastic is thicker than a garbage bag. A garbage bag is 0.75 mil. So that makes it what? 1, 2, 4, about 5 times thicker, 6 times thicker than a bag is, 4mm black plastic. You can secure the 4mm black plastic the same way with the anchors, the U-bolts, U-nails, 8-penny, 10-penny nail. Lay out stone on top of the weed block or 4mm black plastic. You could lay out red stone, which is 3/8 inch and 3/4 inch, but it is sharp, all right, and it's red. Yellow beech stone is 3/8, 3/4 inch, 1 to 2 inch. Very popular down the shore areas, yellow beech. Especially being round stone. People step on it, then not cutting their feet up like they would with the red stone. Delaware blend, mixed colors, comes 3/4 inch, 1 to 2 inch. Delaware stone It's a great color stone, 2 to 4 inch. It's multicolored actually. White marble comes 3/8, 3/4 inch, 1 to 2 inch. It's lime based. It will change the pH of the soil. It's not good for evergreens, not good for rhododendrons, azaleas, acid loving plants. Plants that like a lot of acid. If plants that are sweet, then it's different. They'll actually enjoy that type of stone. There aren't many sweet plants either. Most plants are near 6.5, a little bit under the 7, the medium mark for on a pH scale. Your mulches include a hardwood, pine, cedar, black licorice, cocoa mulch. Cocoa mulch is from Pennsylvania, chocolate area. Now the plants, cocoa mulch and licorice mulch hold a lot of moisture, by the way. They can be sometimes too much moisture and can cause fungus and disease on plants from all the moisture. English ivy, but let me just tell you this, licorice and cocoa mulch have a nice smell to it, very fragrant smell. English ivy, a medium light plant that spreads out. It spreads through stolons and either top growth or undergrowth shoots from underneath, and shoot up new shoots come out of the ground. Very hard plant to ever get rid of once it establishes itself. It likes well-drained soil. English ivy is called Hedera helix. That's the Latin name for it. Virginia creeper grows everywhere. You see it everywhere. Very common in New Jersey. Other ivy plants include Boston ivy, Cape ivy, German ivy, Kenilworth ivy, marine ivy. Ivy geranium is a nice plant, very nice plant. Poison ivy, which I don't think anybody really wants, is toxic. 3 leaves, let it be. Leaves turn red in the fall. The sap is very deadly. Not only break out in hives on your skin, if it gets in your esophagus, you could die. A juca called Bugleweed, part of the mint family, flowers white, blue, red, good for rock gardens. Mint herb will spread everywhere, good for tea, keep you healthy. Pachysandra terminalis, Japanese spurge it's called. Good spreader, shade, or full sun area. It needs semi-rich soil, moist soil. You cut the tops. They get very leggy. Cut the tops and it'll increase the spreading of the plant. Daylilies hermeraculus. This plant will continue blooms for a long period of season. Flowers yellow, melon, orange, pink, reds, or purple. It's the different colors you get these plants in. These plants come in 15-inch to 4 feet, small to large. These plants can grow in any type of soil. They will grow in full sun to partial shade. Plant daylilies 1 foot apart so they could spread. Periwinkle, also known as myrtle. Ground cover in shady areas. Shiny leaves with small white and blue flowers. Cut tops of plants to increase spreader. Now the junipers. Procumbens nana, low-growing evergreen, also called Japanese juniper. Used for soil erosion, to control soil erosion, used in Japanese gardens. Bar Harbor, a low, slow-growing, spreading evergreen, turns reddish purple in the winter. Very deep tap root system, slow-growing. Blue rug, also called Wiltonia. Drought-resistant plant, needs good soil, drainage, likes full sun, has a silvery blue color, turns purple in the winter. It creates a dense mat. Rock gardens create on the side of a hill using decorative stone to stop the erosion, flatten certain areas where you want to plant perennials and annuals. So you keep the You got to dig it out a little bit and flatten it out for the plants. The rock gardens, the rocks you could stick on the side. Phlox, also known as mountain or moss pink, forms evergreen mat, which produce flowers who are red, pink, blue, and white in early spring. This is a very pretty plant. There's a house in the Highlands that has it right out front. You see it every spring. Plants need good drainage, full sun. It's a good spreader. Will not control weed growth. You got to keep the area clean. You're going to have to do some work with them. Needs cleaning to maintain. Good for rock gardens. Now, the poem I'm going to read you tonight is called The Garden Tools. I awake, look out on a beautiful Saturday, and out to the garden I go. I am in a lazy mood. I move very slow. I go to the shed, grab a hand shovel, a rake, and garden seed. For these are the tools I will need. I get on my knees, rake and clean the soil. For weed growth I must foil. For weeds are really lost plants. Sometimes they bring beetles, sometimes they bring ants. I try to grow tomatoes, radish, lettuce, even a cucumber. I ask God to help the plants thrive even when I slumber. The following morning, out the window, I give a look. A large tomato out to the garden I took. Now I start my day with the tomato I slice. I add some oregano to give it some spice. And that was called The Garden Tools. People and places today, write real quick something directly to you. We're slowly destroying the planet. First I said the earth was absorbing the water, which just seems to be pretty true. I don't think water is not flooding New York streets. The ice is melting and the water is being absorbed by streams, lakes, rivers, even oceans that are under the ground. I don't see New York or any city really going underwater. I think this just might be the reason all of a sudden they're saying the Earth's spinning is slowing down. I think the mantle, the Earth's core, is cooling from all this water. And this could create a slowing down of the Earth, which could be a very big, big problem. I notice temperatures and seasons changing. November and December are colder now than January and February. I still claim the idiots tilted the Earth just slightly, with all these nuclear explosions. The morons keep blowing bombs up and destroying this planet. Now we need trees. They filter the air, clean the air, keep the planet cool. We must stop cutting all the trees down. Strip malls can be condensed, stores on top of one another. One store on top of another with stairs, escalator, and elevator to go up and down. We need less parking lots and more green space. Trees communicate to one another. Why do I think this? Well, think about how they stay alive. 6 months in the light, 6 months in the dark in Alaska, and they stay alive. Deciduous trees, no leaves over the winter, no photosynthesis, no energy, no ATP. They live year after year. You try not to eat 3 to 4 months and see how much you live. My prayer tonight, dear loving God and His Son, Jesus Christ, please bless us, bless the earth, help make peace, help us defeat disease. Thank you, God. God bless, and only fools don't believe in God.